We on 18, 18. We on 18, 18. All about the semis. We on 18, 18. All about the semis. We on 18, 18, baby. All about the semis. We on 18.
What it is, what it is, what it is. It's your boy Q Deezy the Double Easy. You have just joined another pod episode talking about how you make money in these tight areas, specifically Florida and a few others. But we're gonna talk about what I'm seeing as being pretty profitable in this market and how to make that work, right? So we're gonna talk about that on our afternoon podcast for the day. Look at here, boy, look at here. Hope all y'all doing good out there today. Hope your day is going swell, as they say. You could have been anywhere, but you chose here to be here with your boy Q Deezy the Double Easy. Let's get to it, man. Well, I just literally dropped a load in South Florida, and what actually had made me even think about doing this particular series here, because I told you guys in that last set that I was going to do some how to make some monions in this market and what's going on. And this particular load that brought me back here, which y'all know I really didn't have any intentions on coming back to Florida, but I caught this load coming back, which was a multi-stop load, paid really good. So hence I'm back here. And when it comes to dry van in Florida, guys, the rates right now are just horrible for dry van. The stuff that's really doing good, I talked about this a little bit in one of my last videos of surviving this economy or something like that. Actual video, not one of the podcasts. And I was talking about the different types of freight. And one of the things coming out of Florida is definitely right now in this season is reefer. The reefers are doing pretty good, and the reefers have always been doing pretty good for the most part. They do better than this time of the year, but those reefer rates are usually pretty consistent. Now you got some brokers that's going to still try and juice some of these reefer guys down, but from what I'm seeing on the board myself, reefer rates are definitely hovering well in the high twos or better. I'm sure there's some out there that are $1.90, $1.85. But when you compare that to dry van rates that are looking at $1.19 and $1.13 and $1.90, that's a big difference, right? So we were just using those numbers right there. The other thing is you can run, multi-stop, and multi-stop just across the board. Now, particularly in Florida, if you do multi-stops, you can find good dry van freight on multi-stops. I don't really like doing them, but we're talking about surviving the market. So just to stay on topic here, we're going to keep talking about it in that manner. Now, unfortunately, I don't know. I've been seeing an uptick with these multi-stops, with these brokers, man. And I figured out they're trying to maximize as much as they can as well, because they're hurting a little bit too on these rates. So what they're doing is they're trying to put as much on the truck that they can and maximize their profit. So you will generally be able to get good loads coming out of Florida, but they are multi-stop. And I was just commenting with another viewer, and he also brought that up about, he said he was out of Texas and that he likes coming into Florida because he drives flatbed and he can always get, $250 or better coming out of here. And I know that's true because I see a lot of the flatbed rates as well. I can see all that. And flatbeds always seem to do good in Florida as well, especially around this time of year also. But, you know, it's a lot of AC equipment, a lot of machinery, a lot of landscaping. I can just go on and on just this time of the season on those flatbed rates. So even he said, though, the only thing was for him, a lot of times he's got to get those multi-stops, which sucks. But hey, if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. You just have to know how to pick how many stops you're willing to make. So in this case, for me, this dry van load, it's actually a Tesla load. I'm doing a lot, you know, it was to these different Tesla facilities that I've been delivering to. And it was a 3-stop for me. But they wasn't too bad. You know, the last one was a little bit out the way, but again, I still feel compensated for the load. So I went with it. And that's what you're going to see across the board, across the whole industry right now. You're going to start seeing a lot of multi-stop loads put together. So the key right here, guys, is picking the right ones for this this market. Now, I'm gonna jump off topic a little bit here. It's not off topic, but just off the track a little bit. Now, this is what you got to understand. The monions, if you will, are in the volume that you can do. It's not always about the rate, right? It's not always about the rate. Example, if you can get on and get off of a load fairly quickly, then you're going to be profitable, period. If I can do 2 or 3 $500 loads in short miles and make my $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 a day, it's a lot better than me taking $1,000 load that's going 700 miles or 800 miles and then I'm sitting on it a whole 10 hours. This is the reason why guys make money with Amazon. This is one of the reasons. A lot of people can't wrap this around their head and they say, oh, they just pulling this cheap Amazon freight. And I did a video about that where all the rates, everybody's not getting paid the same rates. But for simplicity, we're just going to say, even if a guy's running a $1.30, $1.40 Amazon load, I've seen this because you guys know I still pull Amazon. Most of the time, those loads paying, you know, $400 or $500 are 2 hours. You're on it for 2 hours, 3 hours, and you're dropping at the facility and you're picking up another facility. You see where this is going? So the profitability is in the cash flow, if you will. The faster I can flow that cash, the more I'm going to make. And when we understand that, we'll understand that it's not always about running long. It's about running smart and picking the right loads. So if I got to pick a load that's going to give me a multi-stop, that's going to give me the right rate that I can get on and get off in a timely manner, I'm going to be profitable. The other part of that is too, when you think about it, is you can't jump on a load at the wrong time of the week that's a multi-stop load. If you picking up a multi-stop load and it's, you know, 5 or more stops on a Wednesday, your week is shot, especially if that load is not paying enough to cover all of those days. Hope you're still following me. But if not, we're gonna keep going. So sometimes you do gotta pick up a load in the middle of the week and whatever the case may be. Like in this case, I grabbed this load coming back. I grabbed it on a Friday to take me through the weekend, and boom, here we are today. But my last one is going to finish on Tuesday morning. I could have got it there today, but I didn't have enough time. So I got 8 o'clock in the morning appointment. I only got like 3 pallets on the truck. They're going to get it off. These Tesla places are really quick, and I'm on to my next one, right? So that's the key. You know, if you're going to start a multi-week at the beginning of the week. That's just a piece of advice. You don't have to do it, but that's a piece of advice. Start at the beginning of the week. That way you have time, because sometimes you'll find multi-stops that they all deliver the same day. I've had loads, it was like four stops, they all delivered the same day. They were within like 10 to 20 miles of each other, right? That's how you're gonna make it. That's how you're gonna make it, man. It's just right now, and this is what we gotta do to make these things work. So I'm seeing a lot of that across the board, guys. I'm not gonna make this one real long, but that's what I'm seeing. And I even know guys that's running reefers that are doing the same thing, that are doing multi-stop reefer loads. And I would imagine that's probably got to be a little bit more better because reefer rates are already a little bit better. So you just kind of have to adapt. And this is how we adapt. This is how we adapt. So wrap your mind about trying to do more in the time that you have versus trying to do a long load that's not even paying a good rate that you're going to be on for a day and a half. That's just not, that's going to kill you out there, man, for my new guys and a lot of guys that's struggling right now. So I'm just making this real short. We're going to cut this. Look, don't be playing with my money, because when you play with my money, I'll get Jamaican on you real quick. Hold on, what's the deal, boy? You're gonna put a pan on the pan. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't gonna play that game. You're trying to take $1 from the quarter, boy. Don't let nobody play with your money out there. These brokers don't care. It's your boy Q Deezy, you double easy. I get back at you. Y'all stay safe out there. Keep all 18 on the black top. Peace.
Later.